Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. Live on iHeartRadio and the Smoke and Mirrors Network, it's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Coming up, we're going to try to talk to Eddie Conrad at Conrad Racing Engines in Belleville, Texas. I had a chance to drive the 2024 Mercedes Benz GLC 300. I'll give you my impression of it. We'll also have the cruise-in calendar, and Conrad has This Week in Auto History. And let's not forget, stories making automotive news headlines this week.
Oh, yeah.
Just ahead on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars, chief engineer and bottle washer, King Conrad DeLong. We always need more Jeff Zekin. I'm Don Armstrong. Sometimes.
Because nobody else wants to be.
No, and nor should they ever want to be me.
I would today.
Would you?
I would just go for a ride in a helicopter.
He doesn't want to be Mike Mars today.
You've never been in a helicopter?
Never been in a helicopter. I think that'd be fun.
Okay.
Wouldn't want to be in one for medical reasons, but...
Well, and I wouldn't want to be in one like his. The one I was in
was air conditioned.
It was air conditioned. There was 3 of us in the back and 2 up front with the pilot, and somebody sitting beside him, leather seating, and it was nice.
What kind of aircraft was it?
It was a big one.
Where were you going?
We were just taking a ride over the top of Texas Motorplex. Not Motorplex. What's the one up in Dallas?
The Texas Motorplex.
Yeah, that one.
The drag race or the roundy round?
Roundy round.
Texas Motor Speedway.
No, that's Texas Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
Texas Motor Speedway is the roundy round.
Yes.
Did you pay for that?
No, we did not.
Who paid for it?
Mercedes Benz.
With their CLC.
Free helicopter rides.
That's right.
And their
And
CLC.
if there were 5 of you in there, it was probably I don't know. It could be an L4, but I was going to say it's probably a 407.
Could have been an R22 they backed
No,
in.
it wouldn't be an R22. No, there's none of that. All right. Well, while we wait for Mr. Eddie Conrad to get in touch with us, in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to do some headlines here because I didn't get any in last hour. So there's always room for news headlines and what's going on. I have some pretty interesting stories. Yes, Ainsley. Shame on you. You called Mars the chief engineer. Well, David, you don't want to be associated with the chief engineer.
If you showed up...
Not today.
David, if you showed up here every week and took the abuse Mars takes, you can be the chief engineer again.
He wouldn't have any... There was no abuse because
you're the remote engineer.
David can fix anything when it comes to electronics.
That's who Mars calls.
I know.
That's right. David is the man to call.
So I apologize for calling you the chief engineer, but you don't want to be that today. You're much higher than that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
David's kind of like tier 2. He's
much higher.
No, he's tier 1. You, sir, are about tier 69.
Tier 2 is where tier 1 goes for help.
Okay, right. Well, however you want to break it down works for me.
But you're going to Michigan with David in a couple of weeks.
Well, I'm not going with him, but I'm going up there to meet him up there. Yes.
And you have to take a boat to his house.
Yes. From what I understand, I've never been there. It's the Cottage, and it's on, I think, is it Lake Superior or Lake Huron? One of those. Is it Huron? It's right across the bay from Mackinac Island.
Yeah, which is no cars.
No cars.
No cars.
Right. So I'm looking forward to a week up north, as they say. American Honda Motor Company is recalling nearly 1.2 million vehicles in the U.S. because the backup camera might not display an image at all while in reverse. Now, for me, what I would do is I would put a picture of the Suze and hang it out over the back, so when the rearview camera came on, I'd see a picture of Suze.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
But then you couldn't go backwards because you'd think Suze was back there.
Well, it's because you
It'll just be a picture of her.
Okay.
Well, it's a nice smile on her face. Recall covers 2018 to 2023 Honda Odyssey minivans, the 2019 to 23 Passport midsize crossover, and the 2019 to 22 Pilot, because of a faulty media-oriented systems transport communication coaxial cable connector.
Oh, it's one of those.
Who came up? Yeah, it's one of these things.
One of
here.
those.
Well,
Who
Mars
came up with that
is
name?
always buying more cables, so maybe it's Mars's fault.
To fix the issue, dealers will install a straightening cover over the vehicle cable connector. Let's
So
just
it doesn't
jump right
crimp.
to it, I guess.
Doesn't crimp.
Dealers will notified on June 16th. Owners will be notified starting July 24th.
Hopefully they have the parts in stock when they notify the
Well,
owners,
they're not going to do that.
which is not normal.
No,
Still
they would
waiting
never
on a brake
do that.
part.
I'm sorry. We're going to have to schedule you for another 3 months out because we don't have the parts and don't plan on getting any. This is a very interesting story, and I think that you could chime in on this. You ready, Conrad?
Mm-hmm.
You listening?
Yes, sir.
Holman Automotive Group and FedEx are accused in a lawsuit of conspiring to sell thousands of diesel fleet delivery vehicles with replaced odometers at inflated prices.
Oops.
The plaintiffs, 5 consumers who purchased the vehicles in question and are seeking class action status, say the company's actions have hurt small business owners who have significantly overpaid for delivery vehicles that are past their useful life expectancies. Typically, courier services such as FedEx and United Parcel retire older vehicles. Holman helped FedEx identify and scrap diesel fleet vehicles that had reached the end of their useful lives, around 350,000 miles, according to the lawsuit. However, the lawsuit states FedEx, beginning in or around 2011, pursued another revenue stream by remarketing the fleet vehicles instead of destroying them. Holman is accused mutually agreeing with FedEx to commit odometer fraud as part of the remarketing enterprise. The plaintiff seeks statutory damages under the Federal Odometer Act of at least $10,000 per violation. Yikes. Don't mess with the odometer of a car.
Wouldn't you have a-
I guess in the digital world, you can't roll it back, so you just got to replace it.
Well, and then you would
But
have to
then
have
you
documentation.
then you have to have a sticker,
Right.
and it goes on the door jamb that says, this odometer has been replaced in this car. It originally had so many miles on it. When it was replaced,
Right.
the new odometer was 0 or whatever it was.
Well, if
We don't
you're-
need no stinking
if-
stickers.
Yeah, if you understand the programming, you could probably go in and reprogram one to read a different mileage, but that's at a pretty high level. That's generally very secure information.
But all they were missing is just the protocol of having the sticker and going through the notification. If they would have done that, they wouldn't have been sued.
I actually replaced a speedometer that had the odometer in it. This is years and years ago. And that's how I found out how you do that legally. But I will tell you that, I mean, I didn't know anything about rolling back a speedometer. And the only reason that I did it was because the speedometer that I wanted, remember at the time you could only get 85-mile-an-hour speedometers. Well, I wanted to have me one that said 150. So I bought me a speedometer, went to all the trouble of pulling out the instrument cluster and replacing just that portion of it. Looked great, ran great, did great. So
well,
there.
in today's, like Mars was saying, in today's electronics, I can't pull the dash out of car A and put it in car B and have things work because the integration of the vehicle identification number in all the computers will keep those things from working in different vehicles.
Yeah.
So they had
Well,
to
this
do
is back in the
something more than
mechanical
just, Yeah,
days.
but they had to do something more than just replace the speedometer. They had somebody understood how to go in and reconfigure something.
Yikes. I don't want to have no part of stuff like
thieving
that.
dogs.
Yeah, no,
That's
I don't
what
want
they
to.
are.
Yeah.
Thieving dogs. And Mary Bear is making what?
$29 million a year.
How much is Jim Farley making over at Ford?
24.
Police have found a number of Ford F-150 pickups that were stolen last year from Ford Motor Company.
Make that 25. Go ahead.
That were stolen last year from Ford Motor Company holding lots in Michigan at dealerships and at an auto auction in Arizona. The owners of Casio, C-A-S-C-I-O Motors, a used vehicle store in Scottsdale, told the Detroit Free Press that officers raided the business in December and took 4 trucks. The store paid an average of $65,000 for each of the pickups, which it did not realize were stolen because Ford had not reported them missing.
Uh-oh.
It's now clear how the pickups disappeared in Michigan. Police believe some were unlocked with the keys inside, which is pretty common around dealerships and car manufacturers and that sort of stuff. It appears they were driven to Arizona and given clean titles using blank forms that had been stolen from Georgia in 2007. A report from how do you think of stuff like this?
I don't know.
A report from an Arizona Department of Transportation detective said Ford believes it is losing about 7 vehicles a week to theft.
Wow.
Well, think about it. When you have, or at that point in time, they had tens of thousands of vehicles in storage lots. How much money were they spending on security to watch them?
Apparently not enough.
And you look at these dealerships that have thousands of cars in inventory. Cars get stolen at the dealerships as well for any assortment
and
of
there's
reasons.
also, when they unload them from the trucks, the driver backs them off. They pull them in a certain area down the street or side parking lot, leave the keys in them.
Right.
Anybody can walk up to it.
Well, as a matter
I've
of
seen
fact,
that many times.
There was a Dodge dealership that I did business with when helped Amy buy her Dodge Challenger.
Mhm.
It was out there off 290, I think it was. Anyway, they had a lot that was packed jammed with cars. They had another lot that was probably 4, 6 blocks, maybe 8 blocks away, fenced off with barbed wire around the top of it, a lot. And it was in an old shopping center that had closed. But this was all, and that lot was jam-packed with cars.
And
that's
think
not
about that.
uncommon back then.
They have to have a way to manage the keys. Some of them do like a key box, so all the salespeople have a kind of like a lockbox your realtor uses.
Yeah.
So they all have a key to get into this
Coca-Cola
lockbox,
key, yeah.
right? And that's how they get the keys in and out. Those are very hard to break into, but they can be broken into as well. But you can't have 1,000 vehicles and all the keys piled in a bucket somewhere.
Yeah.
That's that ain't gonna work.
At least one title company in Phoenix has stopped titling 22 and 23 F-150s after getting burned on a truck it processed in November. Well, if it's happening there, it's probably happening here too.
Yep.
Anyway, I thought that was an interesting story. Automotive news, thank you. I don't know why I didn't edit this, but I will edit it and bring it back to you at another portion of this program before we finish today. The used vehicle market appears poised to strengthen somewhat through the second half of 2023, according to Cox Automotive chief economist Jonathan Smoke. How would you like to have that last name?
That'd be cool.
Or how about Joe Smoke?
Joe Smoke.
It's been a tough year for the used vehicle business. The new vehicle market is increasingly focused on more expensive models and luxury share, which has trickled down to impact used vehicle pricing, Smoke said. Interest rate hikes and uncertainty about a U.S. debt default also disrupted sales activity, and the used vehicle market has bled some buyers who can't find certain vehicle models or trims they want. Now the market seems to be on the cusp of improving, though consumer affordability issues and rebounding new vehicle competition have noticeably sapped it of the strength it exhibited just 2 years ago. A scarcity of used vehicles less than 4 years old because of the COVID-19 pandemic induced lack of new vehicle production in 2020 and 2021. Smoke said that downturn spelled trouble for the used vehicle supply because sales into inventory channels that feed the market, leasing volumes and rental and fleet sales, fell dramatically. Modest price decreases are likely to continue in the second half of 2023, according to an updated year-end Cox Automotive estimate. So, with that being said, I would imagine that if you're in the market for a used vehicle, that hang on, that things are going to be better for you, not so much for the used
prices
vehicle.
go up, prices go down. Lots of things impact that.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's that is a
And the used car market's been hot. Prices have been up big time.
It's mainly inventory.
Yeah. Well, lack of inventory. Yeah.
I checked the other day. Granddaughter's wanting cars, but I was looking at the truck, the in-wheel time truck, and I was looking at it. And according to Edmunds, it should really sell now for what I paid for it 3 years ago.
how much? What year is it?
2015.
It's a 2015 Ram 1500.
Yes,
Right.
got the cat skin leather interior in it. It's the Lone Star edition.
That you haven't
How many
cleaned
cats
since
did
you
it
got
take?
Do what?
How many cats did it take?
Well, when you go to skinning them, they're really hard to hold on to. But they've got it figured out, so cat skin can handle it. It's not my problem. But
So how much
I
is
was
the
surprised.
2015 worth?
Well, it says it should sell between 19 and 21. Paid 20 for it
That's
3
pretty
years
good.
ago.
That's pretty good.
That is good.
But
Yeah.
again, you think about you traded in the F-bomb and got good money on that.
The F-bomb.
I've been waiting to call it that for so long.
What a great idea.
But
So,
I knew Leslie would get mad
you know
at me.
what we could do? We could make us some money. We could have a bunch of F-bomb,
T-shirt.
no, F-bomb stickers that go on there. Take off the F pace and put F-bomb on it.
And
But,
then we'll be sued.
You know, you got, but you made. I thought they made a good fair.
B-O-M-B.
Yeah, I think
Same
they
number
made
of letters.
they made a fair price and an overly fair price on what they gave you for trade-in on that. But again, that's driven by exactly what you talked about. The used car market is still riding high in valuation,
And especially on cars that are well taken care of, which, by God, hers has been.
and it's a unique car.
It is.
You know, there's not a
And
lot of
it's pretty.
Jaguars out
It's
there.
black, and it has that cream-colored interior.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Oh, it's a nice looking car.
and what makes it unique is that it's not in the shop.
And that yellow light on the dash.
None of that's on there. We got that. That took us, what, $5,000 to get fixed?
Yeah.
All because of a bad ground wire.
Yep.
$5,000.
Bad ground wires are the
You know,
bane of-
and another one, Emmons has got a 2002 Corvette convertible, blue, 32,000 miles or something. You know, it's low miles, and you know they got a deal, hot deal, 23,000 on that car.
Wow.
That's a good price.
Well, you know, but it depends on where you go look. Who
So
you
that's
talk
what
to.
that's
You
for
gonna
your
buy one?
granddaughter, right?
You going to buy it?
For the
No.
granddaughter?
No.
It's out of my range.
Well, she does not need that car.
Oh no, I was talking about for me.
Really? Are you ready to
His-
take on
his
another car
midlife-
payment?
His midlife
No,
crisis.
that's the problem. That's why I haven't got one.
In the meantime,
He is.
while-
Becky's not.
While you're spending all that money, why don't you buy a new computer so we can get the damn Zoom calls on the air?
David and I have discussed a path forward for that.
Well, I
Good.
hope so. Yeah, because that needs to go away.
Well, if
This
David
over
can
here.
fix broke computers, I got a few of them at the house.
Well, but
It looks like we're at Laptop Central here, that we're
Yeah.
selling laptops.
I understand.
yeah, but only 3 of them work.
Mine works just fine.
Yeah,
Mine works just fine.
Mine's doing dandy.
All right.
For
So we're
now.
not going to have
Till
Eddie
next
Conrad, and I assume that he probably has watched or listened to the show today and went, hell
I
no.
was supposed to be
I'm not
on
going to
there.
be on there.
Somebody's
Well,
here.
I
And then
can't find him.
Dwayne Vance also with Hot Wheels.
No, he's here.
Oh, that's Dwayne?
That's
All
Dwayne.
right,
Dwayne's
there's
here a little
Dwayne.
early.
Okay, Dwayne, you just hang on because we got a little bit to
Don't
go.
touch anything, Dwayne.
Don't touch it. Let's do the cruise-in calendar,
Like, what
shall
the
we,
hell are y'all
please?
talking about?
You ready to do that?
Yep.
Okay.
So next Friday is Cruise and Bruise. Gosh, this blend of alcohol and cars at the Penny Beer Garden. Starts at 6 p.m.
Well, you're assuming that everybody's going to get all liquored up at this event. Have a beer, and enjoy the camaraderie.
Find a designated driver.
Either
and go
that or
home.
get some non-alcoholic
There
beer.
you go.
And then also July 8th, next weekend, is the Grace Woodlands in Church on Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon. Come admire the incredible classic muscle and exotic cars. Pretty good little
We don't need a
family event.
commercial, just the dates.
Pretty good
and
little
what it
family
is, yeah.
event. July 15th at 9 a.m., the Texas Road to Revolution cruise, leaving from the Black Bear Diner in Humble, Texas. October 28th.
Are they going to Washington, D.C.,
No, they're
the U.S. Capitol building?
no, they're going through the East Texas
Okay.
Piney Woods.
I guess nobody caught that. Nobody understood what I was saying.
missed it.
Yeah, I missed it.
Road to Revolution.
Oh, January 6th. No, different thing. Also, October 28th, the Oak Turbo Fest instead of October. Oak Turbo Fest is at the Shriners location in Waco, Texas. I thought that was a pretty creative naming.
Yep.
Back to you, Don.
Thank you, because you're going to run me out of time, because I only got a
He usually
short period of
does.
time.
That's what he does best.
We know it's all about
Time now
Don.
for this hour's car review. 2023 Mercedes Benz GLC 300. Available trim levels, there's only one. That's this one, the GLC 300. Review trim level is a complete redesign for 2023. This is considered a small SUV. Has 5 seats in it. Exterior changes, complete redesign, and it's nice. Exterior features, nicely proportioned grille with enlarged Mercedes-Benz emblem in the middle of it. It's very large.
Everybody can see what it is when it's coming.
Big, conservatively designed alloy wheels, fake brake ducts behind the rear wheel openings, subtle, and a subtle nod to performance. It's just a little thing that I picked up on. If you look at it down the side, it's nice. I like it. Chrome dual exhaust trumpets or strumpets.
I like that.
On the lower rear valance. That's very nice too. What I liked about it, the overall styling, classy, stylish, and sexy.
Oh.
What could use improvement? Nothing. Don't touch it. You're done good. Interior highlights. High-end luxurious appeal with styling. Great controls and materials. Smooth center console covers over the cup holders and the console storage, and they did this so cool.
Different, yeah.
So it's got a smooth cover that goes over the top of the cup holders, and that blends right into the size and shape of the center console cover for your elbow. It was brilliant. Why haven't I done this before?
Good design.
Yep. High zoot option is eye-popping. Rear seat is roomy for the size vehicle this is. Cargo trunk room, adequate for a road trip. This is a small SUV now. Rear seat comfort, AC controls, and the screen is what I liked about that. What could use improvement? The cell phone holder is kind of hard to get to. It's kind of tucked up under the dashboard through the center console and cup holder.
Oh.
So they could do a little bit better in that department, but it's not going to deter me from buying this thing.
Did this have the dual roof? Extra large sunroof?
Yeah, I think so.
Panoramic.
2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder and a mild hybrid system has 255 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque, and through a 9-speed automatic transmission, it runs great. It works great together. I'll tell you what, say what you will about Mercedes-Benz. I don't care. It is a top-notch class act. And boy, the styling on this thing on the interior, wow.
Well, Angie's got a GLC
There's the roof.
300. Hers is 2018. She loves it, and it's a gorgeous interior on the car.
It's complete redesign, and I'll tell you what, that interior, that dashboard, all of it, it just is amazing. 23 miles per gallon city, 31 highway for a combined of 26. I got 28.1 miles per gallon over 378.9 miles. What I liked about it, plenty of power and get up and go. What could use improvement? Sometimes the transmission is a little slow to downshift. Now, I will tell you that I am a 2-foot driver, left foot brake, right foot gas, and I can be pretty quick between the two. Cars aren't designed to understand
it can
that.
confuse a car.
Yes, it can. And I use both pedals. So bad on me, but I'm telling you, it was a little slow to downshift at times because I'm sure I confused the car.
Well, you're also used to driving a stick, too.
Well, there's that, but I've always driven with 2 feet, and I know that's not what I was taught or how I was taught to drive with automatic transmissions, but I do now. And no, I don't ride the brake. Thank you. Ride and handling, smooth but agile. What could use improvement? Nothing. And this was kind of surprising, too. Base trim price is $49,100. Prices tested was $56,650. And for amount of content for this vehicle, it's worth it.
Wow.
Base model price is $47,100.
But they got to pay for Lewis Hamilton somehow.
Good one.
Yeah.
That's for you.
Yeah,
You did that for
I know.
you. Competitors, the Acura RDX. Now, I'm sorry, I don't really think that a Acura RDX can really compare to this, but $41,550 is where it starts. Audi Q5, $43,500, and the Volvo X60, $43,450. So it's a little bit higher priced going in than those other vehicles, but those are the closest competitors. This is a complete redesign. I have to underscore that. Not that the outgoing model was bad,
No,
but boy, this one, ooh, is this sweet. You know, it's funny how they build a car and then they take it and go, okay, how are we going to improve it? I don't know how they improved it because I don't remember the old one. You do.
Mm-hmm.
But I will tell you that this thing is sweet. Have you driven it yet?
No.
Oh, my gosh. When and if you do, I think that you're going to be impressed as well. And that's my review of the 2023 GLC 300 4MATIC SUV.
Good looking car.
It really is. And it was beautiful, white, with a beautiful interior. But the way that it was styled, really, you go, gee whiz.
Ooh.
Why don't they all do that?
Yeah.
Because you can do that kind of styling, maybe not at that price level, but you can do it. Let me turn your microphone on, Mike.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I also think that color makes a difference in it too. You know, some of the styling, you put the wrong color on there and it wouldn't look near as good. But I have a thing about white cars. I love white cars.
I do too. They look classy to me.
And clean.
Very clean, yes, when they're washed.
Well, they don't look near as dirty when they're dirty either.
Well, that's true.
Kind of like, never mind.
No, I want to hear it. Go ahead.
We have guests waiting.
He's good. He was going to go there, but he thought, no, Becky's listening.
It's been one of them mornings. There's no point making it even worse.
There you go.
Want to remind you that the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available 24/7 through the iHeartRadio app. Just look for In-Wheel Time Car Talk. We also video stream on Facebook, YouTube at InWheelTime.com, and podcasts are at your fingertips and over a dozen of the most popular podcast outlets. Hey, the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break. Everyone at the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, thank you for participating in the best cruise in around and look forward to seeing you again. You'll hear about the next cruise in date right here on In-Wheel Time. Next time you're in the West Houston Energy Corridor area, be sure and stop in at the original Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex at I-10 and Highway 6 or the Katy location on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard. When passing through Beaumont or College Station, stop in and have Lupi's award-winning beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. There's always a celebration at Lupi Tortilla. Lupi Tortilla founder Stan Holt and his wife Sheila are winning racers on the NHRA drag racing circuit and have a collection of hot rods and classics that everyone appreciates. Look for them at the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In. The date will be announced soon and will once again be held at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex on 99 and Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10 and Katy. We'll give you all the details right here on the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show and online. Donations benefit God's Garage. We'll see you then. You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available on the most popular podcast channels out there in 30-minute episodes. We realize our 3-hour live show can be difficult to catch in its entirety, so now you can listen every day to a convenient, fresh 30-minute episode. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Audible, along with a dozen more. In-Wheel Time has the most informative automotive guest interviews and new car reviews, along with popular features including Conrad's Car Clinic and This Week in Auto History, along with automotive news headlines. Our live broadcast airs every Saturday, 8 to 11 Central on InWheelTime.com, the iHeart app, and on YouTube. Be sure to say hello when we're broadcasting from the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In, Autorama, and the Houston Auto Show, among others. Now, it's easier than ever to hear about all things automotive all week long. You're invited to join fellow car enthusiasts in becoming part of the ever-growing In-Wheel Time Car Talk family. Don't forget those 30-minute podcast episodes on your favorite podcast channel. That's it for this podcast episode of the In-Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.